Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel where I'll be sharing with you some useful information about Canada. Today I am going to talk about the financial side of moving to this country. I will list the most important things that you need to pay for before and after landing. Before I get to it, please note that these are only estimates, and in some cases you will not have to incur some of these costs. All prices are in Canadian dollars. Let's get started. First, and probably the most expensive item on the list, is the flight ticket. Depending on where you leave and when you buy the ticket, it will cost anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. There are many ways to come to this country, but in most cases you will need to apply for some kind of visa. The most common are visitor, work, and study permits. The cost of a visitor visa is $100. Work and study permits will cost you about $150. If you qualify and would like to apply for permanent residency, you will need to pay $550 plus the right of permanent residency of $490. This is just a visa fee, assuming you will do all the paperwork yourself. However, often people need help with these things, and so there are additional consulting costs. Depending on the visa, the fee can be anything from $400 up to a few $1,000s. In case you need to apply for a visa that requires proof of language abilities, you will have to add about $300 for language tests such as IELTS, for example. Next item on the list is food. If you don't eat much and cook yourself, you should be okay with a monthly budget of $300. If you're one of those that like to eat more and often eat out, you could even spend $600 to $700 a month. After landing, you need to stay somewhere. If you don't have any friends or family here, you will need to stay in a hotel or rent a place. Hotels can be quite expensive, so it's better to rent a room from the day one. Depending on the location and quality of the place, you can expect monthly rent from $450 to even $1,000 or more. Usually, the landlord requires first and last month's payments upfront, so you should multiply this amount times 2. Travel insurance is another big cost. Some people will not have to buy it. For example, international students get insurance from the school, so they don't need that. Those who need it should expect to pay about $700 a year for a good insurance. If you decide to come to Toronto, you will probably need a Metro Pass so you can use the network of subway lines and buses in the city. General Pass for adults costs $146.25, while students and seniors pay $116.75 at this moment. Last item on the list is the cell phone cost. Monthly plans range from $30 to even $150. But you should be able to get a decent plan for $50 a month if you can use your own phone. The things I just spoke about should cover the expenses that you will have to pay for. You have to remember, however, that if you apply for a student visa or permanent residency, you will also have to meet the minimum fund requirement. For study permits, it is usually the first year tuition fees plus about $10,000 for living expenses. For college programs, you will have to show approximately $25,000 to $28,000 depending on the program. For permanent residency applicants, the amount is significantly lower, as they need to show proof that they have approximately $12,500 for single applicants or $15,500 for a couple. Now let's make some assumptions and add them all so you guys have a general idea of the total cost. I hope you guys found the information very useful and it will help you in the future. If so, please subscribe and like our page on Facebook. You will find the link down in the description. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers.